What's up YouTube, it is Alex here, Fish Tanks for the win, and today, as I said, I'm going to do an update on my tropical tank, and just a couple things to say really. The hair algae is still fighting, so what I've decided to do is do a 10% water change every 2 days to see if it's a problem with nutrients, see if it's anything to do with that. It's not going to do any harm at all, so I'm going to try that. I've tried running my air stone all the time. I used to only run my air stone during the evening and the night, so when the plants weren't actually photosynthesizing, but I'm trying to run that all the time to see if that helps. I've been adding a lot more of the anti-hair algae stuff. It says you're only supposed to add it 4 times a month, but so far I've added it 3 times a month. So far I've added it 3 times this month, well, last month actually, because it's the first today, but I've added it 4 times I guess, so I've added it quite a bit. Yeah, so just a quick update on this tank really. Let's give you some nice views of the fish. They're my leopard corridors. In this tank I have leopard corridors, skirt tetras, neon tetras, swordtails, a molly, a Siamese algae eater, taking a break at the moment, an ancestress, a lot of fry, and most of the fry tend to hide out in these plants here. And I'll try and see if I can find one for you. I can't promise anything because they are really hard to find, but usually they hang out in this anubias because, as you can see, inside it is full of hair algae. It's one of my females there, and not many of the fish actually go in there because it's so sort of dense. Sorry for shaking the camera around a lot. I think yesterday's video was better with camera shaking. I didn't tend to shake it so much. So the water's a bit cloudy at the moment. It's got some crap floating in it because I just did a water change. The other sort of algae I have in this tank is this really tough algae here on the sides and there. There's my ancestress. Like this sort of stuff here. And what I'll show you, sorry for shaking the camera. Basically, this is my algae cleaner, and I'm going like that with it. You know, usually that would get algae off, right? But that doesn't touch it. So I bought this algae cleaner, which actually, if you can see, has like a blade on it. I don't know how well you can see that, but it has 2 blades, and basically I just got a bit of rock stuck there. Just by going like that, a load with the blade, eventually it will come off. But literally, look, you can still see it. It's impossible. I don't even know what sort of algae it is. I'm wondering if I'm getting this algae because of nutrients. I've got quite a few fish in this tank. I've got 10 neon tetras, 2 colour skirt tetras, 4 swordtails, or 5 and a couple fry and stuff, 4 corridors. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my dwarf gourami, red robin dwarf gourami. So yeah, I'm just Siamese algae eater, obviously, mountain minnow. I've got a lot of fish in this tank. I'm thinking it could be a nutrient problem. So if that's the case, and I've got too much CO2 possibly, like, because the fish are breathing out a lot, maybe I've got too many nitrates. I could possibly start adding like an iron and sort of mineral fertilizer, not a nitrate based fertilizer that you can buy because that will just ruin my tank basically, but one that just doesn't contain phosphates or anything like that, just sort of basic minerals for the plants. Maybe I could buy something like that. And also I was thinking of getting some CO2, because these lights at the moment are 224, well actually I'll show you them, 224 watt T5 bulbs. This one here is quite a pink colour, so as you can see that's fairly pink. I just got these like old fish tank bags over the tank to try and stop evaporation as much as possible. Sorry, sort of just turn this over. Actually, I'll sort that out because that needs sorting out. So, reflector's broken, which is a bit annoying. I need to get a new one. And then the back one, so the screws on top there, is a bit whiter. As you can see, that's more of a white colour, and that is a plant bulb. They're both JBL bulbs. This JBL one at the front is, I think it's a colour bulb, so it brings out the colours of the fish. I think my camera's just gone off focus a bit, but it should sort itself out. That brings out the colour of the fish, and then the back bulb is for plant growth. Let's see if I can find some fry for you, because I saw 2 in here about 2 minutes ago, so I'm not too sure where they've actually gone. They can't have gone out of this plant because that's where they stay. It's a little home, really. They don't actually move out of the plant at all. So I don't know. I'll see if I can spot some in a minute. Yeah. So somebody said that these 2 plants here, that one there and that one right there, could be I can't remember what they said, but when I looked it up online, the plants that they said that they would be were quite big, sort of the same size as my Amazon swords. As you can see, I've got a really tall tank because those Amazon swords are actually fairly big. I mean, I would say they're like 2 of my hands tall, so I've got a tall tank. So I'm not sure what these are. Obviously that one's got a runner on it. I'm not sure what's happened to my camera as well. It seems to have like gone out of focus or something. But anyway, I'm not too sure what these are. Substrate in this tank is just gravel because when I set it up, I didn't know anything about plants. Like, apparently you're not supposed to bury Anubis plants, but I didn't know when I got the plant about a year ago. I only got into planted tanks literally a year ago. I got into fish like 3 years ago, but this planted tanks I got into about a year ago. So now I know what you should do with plants and what you shouldn't, and you shouldn't really bury Anubias because sometimes they can rot. Luckily this one's done alright. I don't know why, but this thing gets new leaves really quickly. I've had loads of new leaves on that, and yeah, that's about it really to say on that. So it's the whole tank. I do apologise for my camera. I don't really know. This is actually my camera, so the camera I was using yesterday to do my water changes on my goldfish tank, I've sent that one back and got this one. So I don't know if it's better. It's a better model. It's this 14 megapixels, and that one was like 8 megapixels, I think. So yeah. Another thing to mention, if you're going to have fry from live bearers, which you will if you have live bearers, you're guaranteed to have fry, so long as you don't, just have a terrible tank, is if you have like a strong filter, like I have this canister filter, which is fairly strong, it's got quite a nice flow on it, is that they're going to get sucked in really easily. If you're setting up a specialist fry tank, it's best just to use airstone powered sponge filters. So what I have here is this pre-filter on it, which just slips over the intake. Actually, I've got a spare one in the cabinet which I can show you. Sorry for shaking the camera. So this is it. It's just a blue sponge, and then it goes around the excuse me, intake of the filter like that. I think I'm losing my voice. And then that traps any crap as well, which is good, so your filter doesn't get dirty really quickly. Just a quick look inside my cabinet. You can't really see anything at the moment, and I can't turn the flash on. But top shelf, I just got food and my air pumps in there. That's all the food. I got some carbon in there, and then bottom shelf I just got a few boxes and stress coat, and then there's my filter in there. You can't really see it, but So the air pump I have is a Tetra Tech APS 150. and I gotta say it's really quiet. But the only problem I have with it is my mum's bedroom is below this room, and she says in the night she can actually hear a low humming sound going through the floor, which when I turn off the air pump goes. So that's the only problem with this air pump. So yeah, that sort of wraps up the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I've made a few playlists on my channel. I just sort of categorise my videos a bit, because you know, you guys can then go through them as you want. I've got maintenance videos, tanks for beginner videos, all sorts of stuff. I think my camera sorted itself out. My Siamese algae are probably having a nice snack there on some fry. But it's okay, because we get quite a few of them, so it can quickly be replenished. I still don't know where they've gone. I really don't know. There's one of my bigger ones. That one recently had fin rot and a sort of bacterial or fungal thing on its head, so I separated it and I've treated it, and now it seems, well, better. So just fingers crossed it doesn't spread something. I hated that hospital tank. I felt cruel at being in there. The filtration wasn't great on it, so yeah. So thank you for watching. Go check out my channel. Quick sort of mention to the Rossi boy. He really inspired me to make these videos, actually. Dustin's fish tanks, really great information on there. Really nice videos to watch. Corey's fish tanks, really great videos again. Yeah, so go on my channel, you can check out a load of other people on YouTube for fish tanks and stuff. Yeah, so bye.